What's up, everyone? It's your boy Dempsey Core. Today, we are writing two freshman year stuff by Shozzy or Scoozy, where the hell you call you say his name, but either way, I don't know what's gonna happen. Might be a fun video, might gonna be wild. So let's get to the video.
Life couldn't be any better. It's summertime and you're living without a care in the world. You feel like you're ready for your transition into high school, and after those 104 days of summer vacation, you get dropped into hell. Yeah, it kind of
Hell,
sucks, I'm gonna be honest.
hmm, yeah. So he is not wrong. Like school is hell. Like being at school is crazy. The homies and the girls, but nobody cares about that. But you should still gotta care about the girls. You can care about what your friends or people that you care about. Why you in that moment or at that school at that moment or time. That will make the school good. That's what I think.
Let's get into it.
Yeah. Hmm? Fix my screen. Let me see them. Cute. Like this or what? Uh, now. Sorry guys. I had to like fix my screen. So yeah. Now we can get into the video.
Now, I don't know if it's just
High
me, but I
school.
really wasn't ready for what high school was gonna bring to the table. Academically, mentally,
I
physically, emotionally,
everything.
etc. I
Everything.
went into it thinking, I
Makes your
just finished
feelings.
middle school, buddy. How hard could I?
Um, they don't count. But look, cause look, two things that will always happen to you in school: bullying, vaping, and the teachers that's telling you what to do every single moment. Especially if they got that no cell phone rule, and they tell you what to do every single of the moment that you at school. Like they are your parent. They are your parents. Like, come on, come on. Like we don't got nothing to do with. Like, ain't no way. I do not want to hear you. Like, but
Great.
reality check. That
Now,
boy just got
freshman
dead
year, the
flat.
classes really weren't too difficult.
Yeah, it's not.
I'm lying. But the thing that was piecing me up like Prime Floyd was math. And for some
Math.
reason, it felt like that was the only class that was 2 times harder in high school.
Oh yeah, math is hard. Math is hard if you do not understand it. But if you know the geometry, not the that's like no, never mind. If you know like the mathematics, that's how you say it, mathematics, and the formula, that's been who cares? It ain't hard for you. But one thing I do know is like that's hard for me was like world history, his, history, yeah. But it's not actually hard. It's about not doing the work. That's what me. It's different from not. It's hard, and it's different from like not doing the work. I can actually do it. That's what me. I can actually do it, but I just don't do it.
And back in my day, we didn't have any fancy schmancy AI softwares
That's
like
true.
ChatGPT that could just solve entire papers for us.
You're right.
Or
And
did we?
seconds.
Actually, we might have. But anyway, what I
I
did
might have.
have was this
What the
Mathway.
hell is
This
that?
app single-handedly got me through freshman all the way up to senior year. But I'm not sponsored, so I might have to
Oh,
stop
bye.
talking about it.
Imagine being able to build an app with your
Imagine.
name on it, just by thinking about it. Meet
That's why I
Base
didn't want to do that.
44.
They said.
weird and ghetto. I didn't want to have to reuse that same
Everybody was
stereotype
ghetto.
about high school that everyone says, but it's honestly true. Like the shoe fits. I was hoping it'd be an upgrade from middle school, but it was quite literally
But it was like a downgrade from middle school. Like my nigga. You gonna go to a high school, then everything started feeling off and weird and boring and getting more harder. And dang, in a school environment, it's like, ooh, ah. That's why I gotta say, test.
the exact same, if not worse. There's nothing but loud and annoying seniors and ratchet girls, kids smoking in the bathrooms, teachers and counselors doing the absolute most for the littlest, furries.
I beg your pardon?
Yeah, you heard me. Furries.
Very.
I had an actual real life furry in my math class.
Oh.
Imagine the confusion
Weird.
I felt as the introduction I had to my high school journey was me walking into my class and seeing
And
a
a
girl
fairy.
with animal ears drawn on.
1 minute. What? So she like one of them freaks. For freaky dicky. Like, that's her life choice. She really wanted to be a fairy. She could have like been like motivated by being a doctor or something else, or a superhero, anime character, but she had to be like. If you think like that, that's better than being a fairy, cause you know that. But yeah, if you get them, if y'all get what I'm saying, like a fairy, that's crazy.
Whiskers and a whole fluffy tail
Like
sitting
that
at my
video.
table. Now hold on.
Hold
I
on.
know that kind of sounds like I'm slick dissing furries in the community, but I'm not.
I'm
I'm
not.
friends with one. Shout out my homie
Nah.
Winter. But I would
Ain't
be
all that
lying if I
bad.
said it didn't catch me off guard. The other kids at my table would talk to her sometimes, but they would throw like slick shots here and there that she wouldn't catch, and I would be feeling so bad for her sometimes. So one day I tried
So you mean they'll be roasting her behind her back, or like saying mean things to her? That's crazy.
talking
I
to
like
her.
fucking
She was so
with her.
nice, genuinely. But damn, was she kind of odd. Like
Yeah.
anytime you try speaking to her, she'd somehow mention her fursona and get on the topic of furries. And it's like, it got to the
No,
point where it's like,
her whole
okay, I'm like,
persona is just being a fairy. That's all you gotta talk about.
but thinking back on it, I was lucky better off just talking to her. Because for some reason, the person who made my schedule
Right?
only time I saw my
Yeah, that's why you gotta see. Like the only time you guys saw your friends was either lunch or like almost the last period of your class. Like, so you couldn't even hang out with your homeboys. I think they did to you for you don't get out of hand and you don't be bad as hell. Cause the most thing that's wrong with it is you being bad. So that's why.
friends was at lunch, which, speaking about lunch, I was so disappointed when I went into lunch thinking we would finally evolve from the horror that is middle school
But
lunch.
now it just got
Only for
worse.
the lunch lady to slap a piece of cardboard with nacho cheese and
Yup.
stale pepperonis, calling it a
Nasty.
pizza. The only consumable meal at that school was this thing called a chicken snowball. Ha! Of course you'd only enjoy the food with chicken. Shut up! It was a scoop of mashed potatoes and like 4 big chicken balls on it.
Ah.
What? That
What?
buzz, bro. I don't care. That was all I'd get. If they weren't serving it, I wasn't eating.
Yep.
One big thing that really sucked.
Yeah, they right. But I can't relate because look, my school, and that's not gonna be my school in my life, but the school I'm going to, they got pizza, they got burgers, they got freaking they selling cookies, they even got their own what you call it, their own cooking class, and we can eat eating their own cooking class. Like I'm going there next year, but so I can never get these devastating trash behind food in my life. No, never.
for me was switching from one main building that had all my classes in it to like 3 to 4 different buildings. At my school, we had the big main building, which was the A building, and 2 smaller buildings called the B and C buildings.
So like ABC lunch.
Shopping is hard. Make it easy with Stitch Fix. Get outfits you love without any of the hassle. First, tell us.
So when I first got my schedule, I was just assuming that my classes would be in the main building. But no, my schedule had me going from A building to B building, back to A building, then right back to B building. Now, the distance between the 2 buildings really wasn't that far.
Yeah, it wasn't that far, but look, you gotta take a note. What happened if you're walking, right, slowly with your friends? You gotta go to point A to point B, and what happened if the freaking bell rings, right? You like the class, you get a turn. You like the class again, that's a dismissal. Like at my school, the amount of chances that you get a tardy, because they be saying, I do not want to see you in the hallways. If I see you, you're going to detention, or you going to this bad school that you do not want to go to. You do not, I say not, want to go to. So that's crazy.
Far, but bro, they gave us maybe 4 minutes total to get to our classes, so I couldn't just cruise and chill while walking. I had to put some pep in my step.
Yeah, running.
I didn't even need a gym period. That was all the cardio that I needed.
Yep.
And it didn't make it any better that those stairs that the school had were endless. I'd show up to class feeling like I just ran a marathon twice.
Okay.
Plus, you walk into the class and it's all quiet, so you have to try and cover your breathing so you don't get clowned. That feeling right there is top 10 worst feelings on earth. I don't care. As for the C building, for the first 4 days of school, I didn't know it existed. And that's funny because I had my art class there. When I saw my schedule, it said something like J241. So I just assumed that it was in the B building. But after looking for the 48 seconds I had left of passing period, I couldn't find anything. So instead of me walking up to a teacher or a student, maybe asking for directions, I instead started to panic. And for some reason back then, I would have moments where I'd have no problem speaking to people. Like I could have a convo with you about anything and it would be cool. But I'd also have these times where the thoughts of communication was terrifying. And this was one of these times. If there was a theme song for how I felt at this specific moment in time, it'd be the drowning theme from Sonic. I was already tardy. I had no idea where I was. I couldn't bring myself to speak to anybody. So what did I do for those 4 days of not knowing anything? I would camp in the bathrooms.
Dang. Camp in the bathrooms? Ew, gross. Disgusting. People be in the bathroom, vaping, and you might get caught. The points I just laid out.
It's funk and bacteria that disgusting bathroom contained. What sucked too was I couldn't just leave either because I couldn't drive myself back. I didn't have a car. And if you got caught just walking out of the school area, someone in staff would catch you and destroy you. So I had to just sit there for like an hour and a half on my phone waiting for the day to end so I can get on the bus. Terrible experience. Another terrible experience I had was getting my fucking phone stolen in gym class.
That boy got robbed. He got robbed. Oh, heck no. How did I get? Bro, I can't even believe it because it is some deans in our school. It is some deans. Like, they would like steal over anything. Headphones, speaker, laptop, computer, even your freaking watch. I bet even if they had to, they would steal the clothes on your back. Like,
you remember whenever I mentioned my school was ghetto? Yup. Nothing but a bunch of thugs roaming around. So all during middle school, I had an iPhone, right? But for some reason, in freshman year, I decided.
You know how I say it, like black people? It's not just them. It's everybody, not just them.
To get an Android. Don't ask me why. I think I was trying to be different. A couple months had passed and everything was going, well, terrible. And after gym was done, I refused to go into those locker rooms and get butt booty naked in front of all those seniors.
Butt booty naked? Yeah, she do got the point. Cause, excuse me, I like my personal space, and I do not want to get naked in front of some boys. No, that's weird, and And we cut it a word that says that's gay. That's gay. But my nigga, you're fully undressing just to the top to the bottom, just with your jaws on, in front of you, think everybody else with their jaws. That's weird.
Freshmen, sophomores, I no. So what I do is wait for the coach to open the doors, and I sprint to the bathroom and go into the stall to change.
Yeah.
So one time, that's what I did. I went in there and I started changing and went on with my day. Once I made it to my class, I reached in my pocket.
Ollie's
Yo,
Bargain Outlet sells famous brand name merchandise at up to 70% off the fancy store prices.
Ollie! Good stuff, cheap!
Writing a book is hard. Knowing if it's good,
No,
even
no,
harder.
no.
Meet manuscript analysis.
Nothing.
Nothing. So you're saying he got robbed? Someone stole his pants, bro? Why didn't he didn't put it in his backpack? Well, I don't think the story didn't say he had a backpack. But if he did, why didn't he didn't put it in his backpack? I said if it's his pants or his pants, because that's the easiest way you gonna get robbed. Like, of course.
The way my eyes widened, it felt like I was in an anime. This can't be. It was then that I remembered I had left my phone on the toilet paper holder. Immediately, I asked my teacher if I can go back to the gym and booked it.
Yeah, that's gone.
When I got there, I asked my coach if I can go into the locker
That's
room because I had
gone.
left my phone in there. He opened it. I went in. It was gone.
They robbed your ass.
It genuinely felt like I got shot in my chest. Half of it was because, like, that's my phone. I need that.
Yep.
How else am I getting a brain rot on YouTube all day? Second, my parents were bound to beat the shit out of me. And that
Yep.
thought stuck with me for the rest of the day. But surprisingly, they actually didn't. They were pretty chill about it. They just gave me my sister's old phone while my coach did his investigation on who took my phone. One of my friends who was part of the friend group in my gym class mentioned how after gym, he went to his next class and some kid in there was like, "Hey, I got a new phone, y'all. who wants this phone, y'all? Who want to buy it off me?" Ugh. I told the coach the name my friend told me, and after about a week and a half, I got my phone back.
Yep, these niggas, these people, I'll be stealing. You dog.
So thank you, Lord, for that. I actually met some really cool people during my freshman year. Friends who I stuck with for pretty much my entire high school journey. But here we are now, and I don't speak to any of them except for maybe 3 or 4.
You do not speak. You gotta build connections. You gotta build connections. Like wherever you go, wherever you meet, always build connections. Always remember them, because they might change your life, or they might do something for you.
Yeah, high school kind of blows.
Yep.
I wouldn't even say that freshman year was the worst year for me. There were a lot worse years, but I would say it's top 3, 100%. There's a lot of other things that happened as a freshman, but this video is getting kind of long, so I'll probably make a part 2. Who knows? Maybe I'll do a video talking about my senior year. Yo, senior year was terrible.
I know.
Do y'all have any freshman stories?
11-3.
Leave some in the comments if you do. I go through pretty much every single comment. Also, before the video ends, I finally made a Discord server. So if you want to join that, go ahead. It's in the description. You can chat with the community. You can post your art there. A lot of things. I would join if I were you. It's a pretty enjoyable experience. Leave a like and subscribe if you enjoyed. Hopefully, I'll see y'all in the next video.
Yeah, be back. Yeah. Yeah, be back. Yeah. Yeah, be back. Alright, guys. So, guys, next time with another video, and we out. So, remember always to like, comment, subscribe. And, yeah. Like I said, see you guys next time.